sack of grain. 600 feet of winch rope.
Hey, how about give me a hand with this rope, Mr. Jarvis?
Why, sure.
Thank you.
Come on, Lila. Baby, you can't be serious about calling it a night. It's early.
It's not early, Dolph. It's late, and I'm tired. Now go on, just get out of here and let me alone.
Sure, I'll leave you alone. When I'm good and ready.
Dolph, honey, you're a big man in this town. You can have anybody you want. Why pick on me?
Because you're what I want, Lila. In this whole lousy town, you're the only thing I want. Now, come on, honey. I got all this money burning in my pockets, just aching to spend it on you.
Dolph, I told you before, but I'll say it again. I don't want anything to do with you. Big shot or no big shot. I just don't want anything to do with you. Is that clear enough?
What's eating you? Cheap saloon shit like you putting on airs with me. And what's so wrong with me, anyway?
I'll tell you what's so wrong with you. You're a pig!
It's a pretty wild town you got here, Mr. Jarvis.
Yeah, all sorts of carryings on. Now Judge Knowlton's got himself booted out of here. It's gonna get worse.
Yeah, well, your loss is our gain, I think.
The judge was real lucky that you and Adam allowed him to accompany you. Out there in the trail by himself, he'd get lost inside an hour. You better watch out, not let him catch you dipping into the prune box or snitching any loaf sugar. You're liable to get yourself tossed into jail. Or even worse, you're liable to get a talking to.
My brother Hoss is kind of the dipping, snitching kind. He's not with us this trip. Hey, listen, why don't you go on inside there and add that stuff up so I can get an early start out
Right,
here.
you bet.
About do it. I want to thank you again, Mr. Jarvis, for staying open so late. It'll give us a chance for an early start in the morning.
Why, nothing, little Joe. Give my best to your pa when you get the Ponderosa.
I'll do that. Good night, sir.
And watch your step in front of the judge. He's got a powerful sense of righteousness.
Don't worry, I'll stay clear of him.
Dee da 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 dee doo da doo da. Dee da 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 dee da da da. Dee da 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 dee da dee da da.
What was that, Sarah?
Nothing. I was just humming.
Humming what?
I don't know. It's just a tune. It just popped into my head. I'm sorry, David.
Your wagon's in good shape, Judge. You shouldn't have any trouble.
Well, I'm not expecting any, although I appreciate the opportunity of accompanying you, Adam.
Well, we're honored. Pa's often talked of you.
So many things I had to leave behind. My ormolu clock, the sideboard. My.
Well, I hear the 4th Judicial District is a very pleasant place. We should be happy there.
I doubt that they want justice there any more than they did here.
David was brutally beaten last year. Did you know that?
Man of your reputation, I find that hard to believe.
That's true enough. Before that, they tried to bribe me. And then they threatened me.
But David never wavered, Adam. Not once.
Good evening, Mr. Nolan. Judge. Hey, Adam, that's quite a town they got back there. Wish we had some more time. They got some good-looking women.
Young man, saloons and the people that infest them breed crime and violence in the same way that a swamp breeds malaria. Stay away from the girls and the whiskey traders and the easy companions, boy, before they drag you down.
Excuse me a minute, Judge. Joe, would you check the stock, please?
Yeah, sure thing, Adam.
With all due respect, sir, I think you're overstepping a bit.
I just can't stand by and watch young men take the wrong path.
Yeah, but I don't think you have to worry about my brother.
There are demons in every man that have to be controlled. And those people feed on that.
You must listen to my husband, Adam. He knows about those things.
Well, excuse me, but we're all going to be living kind of close together for the next few days, so I think we might get along better if you could sort of take the cart rights as you find them.
If you insist.
I'm afraid I do. Good evening.
Please, mister, let me explain.
It's not that we wouldn't like your company, ma'am, but I think you'd be a lot more comfortable on a regular stage line.
Oh, you've got to help me. You've got to help me get away.
Oh, wait a minute. What's it all about? What do you mean?
Well, there's a man out to kill me. He said I stole money from him, but I didn't. I'll swear I didn't.
Why don't you just go to the sheriff, then?
Our sheriff. Why, the men in town won't even let him out with a loaded gun. Oh, please, if you just let me explain.
All right. Well, I suppose we start with your name.
Lila. Lila Conrad.
Joe Cartwright, this is my wagon you're sitting in.
Please, mister. They'll come after me for sure. Don't let them take me back. That man will use any excuse to kill me.
Okay, we'll do all we can. Why don't you come on out of there?
No! Oh, no, I gotta stay right here till you're out of the area.
You all set, Judge?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
We'll probably stop around midday. All right, Joe, let's go.
Okay, you stay put.
All right, let's move out.
I'm Sheriff Cogan. We're looking for a girl, Lila Conrad.
I'm not sure she's not here.
Maybe not. We've still got to look.
All right, what's the idea?
Get out over there.
What for?
Oh, you want to know what for? Well, show him what for, Pete.
Break it up. Take it easy, Hagen. You take it easy, Sheriff. Bust open them wagons. You back off. I work for Dolph Rimbaud. He's a good friend of mine, too. We're gonna get that girl that killed him. All right, turn them wagons over if you have to.
Stop that, you men.
Howdy, Judge.
What's the meaning of all this? Have you got a warrant, Sheriff?
No, Judge, but...
Then you got no right to touch these wagons.
Never mind all that. She's here, Cogan. She's got to be.
Now, we can't go against a federal judge, Bob.
This ain't his district no more.
He's still a judge.
What is all this?
We found Dolph Rimbaud this morning, Your Honor. He'd been stabbed to death.
Not 20 feet from where this Lila Conrad lives. Oh, some of the boys saw him follow her home. She done it. She's gonna pay for it. We're gonna fix her good.
You won't find the girl here, Sheriff.
A lot of room in these wagons.
The judge wouldn't have nothing to do with helping her.
And there's a penalty for unwarranted search.
Well, I suppose she still could be in town somewheres. Our mistake, Your Honor. All right, mount up. Sorry, mister.
All right, let's get out of here. I think I've seen enough of Silver Hills and its citizens.
And wasn't that girl, Lila Conrad? I got her hiding in the back of my wagon.
She is what?
Look, what can I do? I just found her back there a little while ago. She didn't say anything about a killing. I couldn't turn her over to men like that. She wouldn't have a chance.
All right, we'll talk about it later.
Let's move out. Ha!
I guess we're far enough in Silver Hills now.
Okay, I'll get her out of the back of the wagon.
Judge, can I see you a minute?
I think I'm going to need some legal advice from you.
Out here?
Come here, will you?
Brother Adam, Judge Knowlton, Miss Lila Conrad.
Hello.
I suppose there's no point to my asking how this woman got here.
Yeah, I brought her.
You've overstepped the law, and that's bad enough, but you've also involved me, and I cannot tolerate that. Not for a creature like this.
I know what you're thinking. I heard what those men accused me of, but I didn't do it. I'll swear to you, I didn't kill Dolph Rimbaud.
Come on, I'll introduce you, Mrs. Knowlton. She can fix you something to eat, maybe.
You're not taking her near my wife.
All right, I'll fix you something to eat myself.
Take her back to Silver Hills, Adam. Be there by nightfall.
Judge, you told me yourself how corrupted that town is, including the sheriff. How they beat you, tried to bribe you. You also saw those men this morning. Now, what chance would that girl have with them?
Very well. We'll be in Harleyville in a few days. I want her turned over to the authorities there.
To be returned to Silver Hills by them. It's all the same thing. Wouldn't it be better if we could get her to Virginia City and find an attorney that would help her?
Why are you so concerned? Stop and think if she's worth it. A fugitive, an accused murderess, a common dance hall girl, and Lord knows what else.
You left out something. She's also a human being.
I heard Dolph Rimbaud had a couple of brothers in Texas or somewhere. I wondered when you'd be showing up.
Well, you're seeing him now. I'm Gabe, that's Arnie. I told him how Dolph got killed by them scissors to that Lila Conrad woman, how she got off scot-free.
Well, here she got away. Hid out in a couple of wagons.
We don't know that for sure.
Well, she ain't here in town. We've been watching all the roads, so she had to be in one of them wagons.
Well, that's proof enough for us, Sheriff. I'm sure you don't mind if we kind of deputize ourselves without no formalities.
There's a federal judge along with them wagons. It'll have to be your own responsibility.
That's all right, Sheriff. We wouldn't have it any other way.
Right with you, fellas.
Stay out of this, Junior. Come on, let's go.
David, you've hardly touched the food.
I don't want any more, Sarah.
Don't let that girl upset you.
Can't you see what she's doing to those boys? Cartwright seemed like fine people. Country is fair and pleasant. Look forward to this as a change, a respite. But I find it even here. Evil and the filth and the blindness.
David, you'll work yourself up into a state.
Will it never end? Where can I lay my burden down? Must I be the only one to fight evil?
You take too much on yourself.
Can't you see what's happening? Can't you see anything?
I try my best.
Yes. I suppose you do. And I take comfort in that. Try. My shoulders must be strong enough to bear it alone. As always.
He's just busting to get me, isn't he?
Well, Adam's gonna talk to him. Try to bring him around a little bit. I better get things ready to move out.
I was hoping for a chance to talk to you, Judge.
I have nothing to say to you.
Well, I know what you did for me this morning.
You're mistaken. I wouldn't have done a thing like that for you.
Turned out that way, though, didn't it? I know a big, important man like you hardly knows I'm alive.
Again, you're mistaken. I'm very aware of you.
Well, then, I thought there might be some way I could thank you.
There isn't.
You likely saved my life. I just can't let it go that easily.
You're wasting your time, Miss Conrad. I'm not an impressionable young man like little Joe. You must be very frightened to humiliate yourself like this.
I've got nothing to be frightened about.
The law will be satisfied, Miss Conrad. You're going to be punished, one way or the other.
What? You're trembling.
Sarah, that woman came to me. I can't even repeat what she did.
You don't have to. I can imagine. She's very pretty. A lesser man.
And they are lesser men. She'll get to one of them. Maybe she has already. Oh, Sarah, after the mistake I made today, I can't let that woman escape her just punishment. No. Sarah, it's up to me. I'll keep my eye on her every minute from now on.
All right, let's go!
My brother and I talked it over this afternoon, Judge. We're going all the way through to Virginia City. We won't be stopping at Harleyville.
Oh, very well. My wife and I will go to Harleyville and do what has to be done.
I wish you wouldn't do that. I feel there's a better chance for justice in Virginia City.
You leave justice to me. That's my business.
I just don't see what harm it would do, Judge, to take Miss Lila on into Virginia City. All we want to do is see that she gets a fair chance.
She's gotten to you, hasn't she? Just as I said she would, just as she tried with me.
Oh, it's no use. Don't even waste your breath on him.
Go on. Comfort her. Take her in your arms if that's what you want to do. But I'll have the final word. She's going to be arrested in Harleyville.
Well, we're not there yet.
If she's left you a scrap of common sense, don't try to stop me.
Well, what do we do now?
We take her on into Virginia City like we decided.
Good. I just can't believe she killed anybody.
Well, it's not up to us to judge her.
He has, hasn't he? I just can't figure out why he's so determined to punish her.
He thinks he speaks for the law.
He doesn't even represent this district anymore. Why doesn't he just leave her alone?
Maybe he can't.
Leave me alone. What do you want?
You're frightened of something.
I'm scared stiff. Does that make you happy?
What are you afraid of? Perhaps it's your own conscience you're afraid of.
You let me worry about my conscience. I'd a lot rather live with that than get hung.
You won't have to get hung, Miss Conrad.
What do you think they're going to do with me if you send me back to Silver Hills?
I can help you.
Now that's more like it. What do you want? What's your price, Judge?
People can tell you I have no price, Miss Conrad.
Oh, everybody wants something. A smile. A kiss. Someone to tell them how handsome they are. Something.
Do you think little Joe wants something? Or his brother?
Oh, they'll get around to it. Nothing for nothing. I learned that pretty early, Judge.
Well, perhaps they do, but I don't. All I want is to see your feet on the right path again.
Oh. And how do we accomplish that?
Confess everything you've ever done. I'll intercede for you and get you off with a moderate prison term.
What kind of help is that?
It's the only real help anybody can offer.
Thanks, I'll take my chances.
When you were a little girl, your father punished you.
Yeah, all the time.
Well, that was the right thing to do. It hurt. You didn't like it.
You're darn right.
Yes, but he was doing his duty to teach you right from wrong. And when it was over, you felt better because your slate had been wiped clean. And you felt you could start fresh. Well, that's what I'm offering you, Lila. A clean slate.
I'm not going to prison.
Aren't you in prison right now? Of your own making, aren't you in prison every time you sit down with a man you despise simply because he has the price of a couple of drinks?
Oh, what's so wrong with that?
Lila, have you lured men into gambling?
Sure.
Well, how many wives and children have gone hungry because of you?
I don't know and I don't care.
But this was wrong.
It's wrong. I told you I don't care.
Have men robbed for you?
Leave me alone.
Have men fought over you, shed blood for you?
I don't want to listen.
Lila, have you killed?
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop!
I'll help you, Lila. I'm the only one that can. Now go not like the quarry slave, scourged to his dungeon, but sustained and soothed. And in a few years, Lila, when your prettiness has faded, what will you do then?
I don't know. I never had time to think about it.
Now's the time to think about it, Lila. You must build a beauty from within, a true beauty to shine forever. You're a lovely woman, Lila, but you used your loveliness for bad reasons. You must use it to inspire men, not to degrade them.
But it won't be easy, will it?
Brutally hard. It's always hard to do something you know is right. But you must try, Lila. We all must try.
He hasn't let her alone for a minute all afternoon. What a man can have to talk that much about.
I'd say that depended on the subject.
Come, girl. There's been a change in plans, Adam. Lila is turning herself in at Harleyville.
Is that what you want, Lila?
It's best this way, Adam.
I hope you appreciate that I'm saving you from a serious mistake.
Lila, why are you doing this?
Because I did kill Dolph Rimbaugh.
Go ahead, Lila. Tell them all about it.
Dolph followed me to my room that night. I hated his insides. I told him 1,000,000 times I didn't want anything to do with him. he got nasty. Real nasty, and started slapping me around. I picked up the pair of scissors and hit him. And I don't know, maybe I hit him more than once.
Well, it sounds like a pretty good case of self-defense. I don't think they'd send you to prison for that.
No, Adam, it was wrong. I must be punished. You see, I thought Dolph had passed out, and I tried to lift his wallet. That's when he started beating me. I didn't mean to lie to you, little Joe. I didn't know Dolph was dead until the posse stopped us. Don't you see, Adam? It's better this way.
Look, whether it's self-defense or not, you're not going to get a fair trial back there in Silver Hills.
Lila, you'd better turn in. Going to have a busy day tomorrow.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you know what you're doing to this girl?
No, the judge is right. There's so many things I've done. Evil things. They'll keep haunting me until I pay for them. Oh, little Joe, I'm more content than I've been in a long time. Truly.
Sarah, would you make Lila comfortable? Lila and I will be leaving early in the morning. I trust you will look after Sarah in my absence.
Yes, we'll look after her, Judge.
Very well, gentlemen. I bid you good evening.
Adam, I just can't understand her. How could you let the judge talk her into going back there for trial?
I don't know. It wasn't all the judge is doing. All that guilt building up inside of her all that time. He just happened to say the right words to bring it out.
What does she do when he's not around anymore?
It's hard to say. But he's a crutch that she needs desperately. Take it away and maybe she walks by herself, or maybe she goes back to being what she was. Anyway, we won't be around to find out. I'll take the first watch. You better get some sleep.
Yeah. Right.
It's all right. Take it easy.
Come up into the light.
That's what we're fixing to do. I'm Gabe. This here's Arnie. We're deputies from over to Silver Hills.
I'm Adam Cartwright. This is my brother, Joe.
What's going on here?
We understand you've got a woman with you by the name of Lila Conrad.
We have. I'm Judge Knowlton.
Where is she? We're taking her back.
Well, you have nothing to worry about, gentlemen. Miss Conrad made a complete confession to me. As a matter of fact, I was planning on taking her into Harleyville in the morning myself.
Well, then we save you a trip, Judge.
I don't think you understand. You see, there are certain extenuating circumstances. I am responsible for her.
You ain't got any more responsibility, Judge. We're the law. We're taking her back now.
Is that her?
Yes. Perhaps I should accompany you gentlemen back in the event that you need...
That's all we need. Just get her ready.
There's no need to take her away now. She can't get away. You might give her the night to rest.
The Arnie looks like she made a lot of real good friends here. We're sorry to spoil your fun, mister, but why don't you play it smart and just don't give us any trouble?
Well, I'm all for avoiding trouble. And I think the easiest way is for you to wait here till morning.
Yeah, well, it'll be daylight in a couple of hours, Gabe. No harm. We can wait.
I thought you could.
You get a good look at her?
Yeah.
Dal could sure pick him, huh?
You know, Arnie, this may not be such a bad trip after all.
You'd best turn in now, child. You'll need all your strength. Let her rest. I mean, you've done so much for her already.
Sarah, are you questioning my judgment?
I've never done that, David.
Then don't presume to now.
No, of course not. It's just that...
That what?
There's so much ahead of you in your new district. So much for us to think about and plan for.
I assure you, Sarah, I'm well aware of that.
Sometimes a good man, can work so hard for something he believes in, he loses sight of himself.
Please, Sarah, go to bed. It's very late.
Are you coming?
I'm not very tired. I think I'll stay up for a while.
You've done all you can. You've got to accept that. Tomorrow she'll be gone. David, I love you.
Please, Sarah, just go to bed.
Can't sleep? No, me neither. I'm gonna go back with you tomorrow.
I'll be all right, little Joe.
You saw those two deputies that came for you. Lila, just exactly how much punishment does the judge's program call for?
If it wasn't right, he'd tell me. He wouldn't let me go.
How can I get through to you? He doesn't know what's right for everyone.
I don't know about everyone, but it's right for me. He saved me, little Joe. Don't you understand?
Oh, Lila, he helped you because you wanted to be helped.
He's shown me the way. I know I must be punished for my sins.
Whether you should be punished or not is up to a jury. Everybody in this life, regardless of what they have done, deserves a fair trial. I'm not arguing with the judge whether you should face this thing or not. Certainly you should. But face it where you've got a chance. He doesn't know everything. Some things you've got to figure out for yourself. Can't you understand that? Serious. Try to get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning.
Mr. Cartwright?
Good morning, Mrs. Nolan.
Have you seen the judge?
No, ma'am, I haven't. What's wrong?
Well, he must be around somewhere.
Two of the horses have missed.
Adam!
But the horses could have wandered off during the night, couldn't they?
It's not likely, ma'am. Hey, come on. Get up. Pop.
What is it, Joe?
Judge and Lila are gone.
My husband is left with that girl.
But we don't know it happened that way, ma'am.
Oh, yes, we know that's how it happened. We all know that. I can understand how it happened. Well, that woman.
Sure, man.
Let us sleep out the night, huh? You did a good job, mister. I wouldn't be surprised if he were in cahoots with that judge.
Well, maybe he's just taking her as far as Harleyville.
Come on, Artie. We can still catch him.
I'm going with him.
Oh, watch yourself.
Right.
It's no use.
Well, we can't stay here. We've got to keep moving. We ride double. It's the only way.
No, Judge. Judge, we shouldn't have come this far.
I'm not going to let those men take you.
I have to go back and face it sometime, don't I?
And when that time comes, I'm going to be there.
Oh, here they come.
Come on, there's no time to lose.
We can't make it.
We can make it. Now, hurry.
It's no use. I'll go back to Silver Hills with them.
You're not ready.
Not ready?
Lila, you believe that I've always told you what's right, don't you?
I know I have to be punished.
There's time enough for that. Things are different now. Come on, take cover over here. Get out. Lila, you have to believe that I can decide what's right for you. You see, all of my life has been given to law and justice. You believed, you listened. I saved you, didn't I, Lila?
But my punishment?
Punishment means nothing. As long as you confess and repent, that's all that really matters. And I'm going to take care of you from now on. If I could just fire over their heads so they'd realize what sort of a man they're dealing with and leave us in peace.
You mean the two of us, by ourselves, away from everybody else?
That's right, Lila. The two of us alone. They won't get you. You belong to me now.
Well, I'll cover you. You work your way down the draw and come up from the other side and pick him off.
Wait a minute. Let me have a chance to talk to him first.
Uh-oh. We should have never let you come with us in the first place. Go on.
We're gonna have a lot of explaining to do when we get back to Silver Hills.
I tell you what. Why don't you go back and explain for us? And be sure to tell the sheriff the Rimbaud brothers thank him very kindly for these badges.
Rimbaud?
Like in Dolph Rimbaud. The man she killed.
What's the matter, Lila?
I have to be punished. pure. To be pure. Oh, for you. All of this for you. Isn't that right, Judge?
Stop it.
Oh, everything I thought you were.
Stop it.
When you're nothing. A big, talking, empty nothing that wants me.
Wants you?
Just like every other man wanted me.
Wants you?
When I thought you were different. I believed you.
Lila, I tried to help you.
You helped me. Oh, how you helped me, you pig!
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop
Oh, Judge.
I'll be all right.
Arnie!
Take the horse. You can get away.
You'd let me go?
I bet that's the longest 50 feet he ever walked.
Sarah. Help me.
David. David.
We'll get you a lawyer as soon as we get to Virginia City.
Thanks. I'll always be grateful to you both.
Well, you get a fair trial now. You don't have anything to be afraid of.
I don't think I'll ever be afraid again.
What are you gonna do about the judge? About telling Pa he was a friend of his.
Well, we'll just tell him the truth, that two people got lost and took them a little time to find themselves.